Trinidad and Tobago without talking about music, and specifically during the Christmas period, parang music. Parang music has been part of Trinidadian culture for generations. Trinidad and Tobago Parang season is one of the most festive celebrations of Christmas in the world, going for 100 days starting in October all the way to January. So this is Parang season in Trinidad. Hey, you won't believe it, but I'm on the backstage of one of the best shows I didn't even expect. I am in Trinidad, and you're about to see a Trinidadian celebrity. She is 11-time Parang Queen. She's gonna tell you better, because I'm pretty sure I'm butchering it, and I don't wanna butcher her honor. She is the Parang Queen of Trinidad, and here is...
Hola, Alicia Jaggasar.
In a full getup. Go down first.
We are
Yes.
Los paranderos de Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
Los paranderos.
Yeah.
I love what I do. I love that when you're an entertainer, it's not just about going on stage and singing a song.
Yeah.
It's going on stage to me and touching hearts.
Yeah.
You know, making people smile, making people feel happy, changing your mood, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about for me. Yeah.
You definitely touched my heart today. This is the best.
Yeah, she's a parandera now.
Her voice is amazing, right? Yeah.
So, welcome to Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank
it's such
you.
a pleasure to have you here,
Thank you.
representing your country.
Kenya. Should have brought a flag.
So, Kenya to Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes. It's a long journey, but here I am, and I'm glad to have met you here.
I'm happy that you are here and you have experienced a little bit of our parang. Yes. In Trinidad and Tobago is a type of music that we use, especially at Christmas time, to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, right? And it is not just confined to Christmas time, but it is mostly known at Christmas time. For me, parang is like, I love parang. I got into parang because of the history behind it in terms of spreading the message of the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So that's how I got into the parang. We sing songs to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, actually. We go from house to house, you know, and it is in Spanish. Now, one of the schools of thought is that it came from Venezuela. We are very close to Venezuela, and Venezuela has parranda, which is basically the same, but to Trinidad and Tobago, it's parang. With our own flavor of our calypso and soca rhythm in our body, you know. Parang is that fusion, right, of what would have come to Trinidad mixed with what we have in Trinidad.
Let's talk about calypso. Calypso is a Caribbean music style that originated from Trinidad and Tobago in the mid-19th century and then spread to the entire Caribbean. It started as a route to the slavery from West African calypso as well as the other immigrants, so it became a fusion, and it's very Caribbean, not really African, but with African roots. And calypso was also very instrumental in the making of the music called soca, which again took over the Caribbeans by a storm. There is this musician called Blackman. Blackman is a calypso royalty. He started with calypso, but he also invented and really defined the music called soca, and his whole family is part part of that legacy, I got the pleasure of speaking to Marge Blackman, and this is what she had to say about growing under the image of her father.
I'm Marge Blackman. I am the last daughter of the inventor of soca music and another genre called jamu. His name is Raj Shorty. Yeah.
How was it growing up with your dad, being who he is and who he is to other people, you know?
Wow. Really, really interesting. I mean, the way we grew up alone was really interesting, you know. After he invented soca, the genre, he wanted to move away to a more spiritual life, which is why he ended up inventing jamu, which is a more spiritual genre. And so that's what I grew up with in the countryside, and you know, just really connected to nature, connected to your creativity as an individual, even more in an in-depth way. So it has been really interesting having that upbringing, and for me, it's the foundation of who I am as an artist.
Wow.
Today.
Growing up, did you have to follow some different cultures, like, or are you being pulled like African way this side, Indian way this side?
Oh my God.
Because the two cultures are quite different, you know?
Yes. I think, well, first of all, that's how my father ended up inventing the genre, because there was such a separation a long time ago between the Indians and the Africans. They kind of hold their corner. But for him as a creative and a musician, he fell in love with Indian music. He fell in love with Indian culture, and growing up in an Indian village as well, and Princestown. So for him as a creative, he felt like, why we have such this rich culture as Trinidadians, and we don't really, know much about it. He started to really dive into the Indian culture and the music, and it's just so beautiful. So look what we have because of that. So I think after that, after soca, a lot of Trinidadians, Afro-Trinidadians, started to open their eyes to the beauty of we as a people and our Indian brothers and sisters. It's such Indian heritage is so beautiful. So after that, I think a lot of things. Music is such a powerful thing. So music made that transition for us as Trinidadians to be able to come together. Full of life, full of beauty. Please come and visit Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes, definitely full of beauty, as you can see, just right here, and a lot of music.
Yes.
So parang, is it just gospel music?
No, actually parang, you could sing. Sometimes we sing parang at weddings, the fun songs. Sometimes some of our national holidays, there are songs to celebrate the national holidays, and there are other secular type of parang songs. We also have a style of music called soca parang, which is what you would have experienced just now there. The soca parang, right? We have soca parang and parang soca, right? So they are offsprings of parang. So we have parang, soca parang, and parang soca. So this thing I could say about any topic. At all. It's something like calypso, where in calypso you tell stories about social issues, political issues. Parang also has that kind of lend itself to that. It's just that in a different season, the topic that you sing will relate to that season or that event. So Christmas is the birth of Jesus Christ, and the general celebrations of Christmas itself.
feel to be named Parang Queen?
I don't like the title Parang Queen.
You don't?
No.
Wow.
No, I really do not like the title. Why? I always see, people who say the queen, you're a queen, you're a queen.
Yeah.
A queen's supposed to have subjects, and I don't think I'm that type of person.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a choice,
Yeah.
because it is a title
It's a
that
title,
was,
yeah.
But, I don't have any great big feeling to it because I'm a very humble soul. Very, very humble, But I accept it. And when I have to play the role, I play the role.
Okay, right. I think the reason why, I'm very new to this, but the reason why I would say you're a queen is just seeing you perform. It's that grace and that, everybody was smiling. I was looking at everybody and they were just smiling. And I think maybe that's why you're called the queen. And I think it's more about that
Spirit.
feeling, the spirit you bring to people. And that's amazing.
Is my love for music. So I love Latin music, and Parang is under the umbrella of Latin type music, right?
Yeah.
So just so we have bachata and merengue and all these things, Parang is under that kind of umbrella. So my love for music is what drew me to Parang. More so, the theme of the idea of celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. It is what fills my heart the most, So I think that is what drew me to staying in the Parang and not staying in the calypso arena. It is a wonderful thing to experience in Trinidad and Tobago when you come. Every corner you turn is a different experience musically.
That's good. I'm really happy to be here, and it was such a pleasure seeing you there perform. That was amazing, and thank you so much for
I
being
hope
with
that
us today.
you would learn a Parang song before you leave Trinidad and Tobago. So guys, hold her to that, right? Tell her she has to sing a Parang song. So I'm going to teach her a Parang song, at least a one verse and chorus.
So the problem is not that singing. The problem is, can I hold a tune, guys? Do you think I can hold a tune enough to sing? Anyway, it's been such a lovely time seeing you perform first and talking to you about these different things, and it just makes Trinidad and Tobago even more lovely because of that inclusiveness and of everything musically and also ethnically. And so thank you for having me.
You're most welcome.
Yes. Do you speak Spanish? by the way?
Sí, yo hablo español.
Oh, okay.
¿Y tú?
No, poquito.
Poquito. And also, if I didn't know, if you didn't tell me that you were from Kenya, you would have been just as a normal Trinidadian.
Really? You wouldn't have.
You wouldn't know.
There's nothing in me that says I'm not Trinidadian.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, there's absolutely nothing.
I might just learn the accent so that the people will think that I'm
don't
Trinidadian.
once you don't speak.
Yeah, honestly, I don't speak. So when I don't want people to know I'm not from here, I just don't speak. So just do like. And I'll pass as Trinidadian. Oh, good to know. Thank you for that secret.
It was wonderful chatting with you.
Right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. The rhythm in Parang, it just can't help but make you move. No matter what. If you are a Christian, you will love Parang, right? Because earlier on I was saying that it tells the story of the announcement and the birth of Jesus Christ, right? In Christianity. But Parang music is a music that anybody who comes to Trinidad and Tobago, other than your calypso and soca, you need to experience Parang music. There's no other. And also the offsprings of Parang, soca Parang and Parang soca also is an experience for you to have rhythmically. You would not experience any other rhythm like Parang in Trinidad and Tobago.
Awesome. So where can we find you online if we wanted to listen to more of your lovely music?
Simple. I'm just Alicia Jaggasar, and also First Lady in Parang. Flip, that is FLIP. All my social media is Alicia Jaggasar or First Lady in Parang. Same thing with YouTube, Instagram, Alicia Jaggasar, A Jaggasar, Vibes Me.
So make sure you go follow her because as you heard, Perang music is for everyone. And honestly, I couldn't help but dancing to it. So make sure you go and subscribe to her channel too. I'm a Trini now.
And she's having fun
Bye,
in Trinidad.
The best fun, oh my god. And it's like the best celebration of Christmas.
Yes.
And you just feel so free because you're dancing and everybody's dancing. Old people, young people,
Young people, yes,
everybody's doing
everybody.
it and it's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah, it's
Come to
normally a lot of fun.
Trinidad.
Come to Trinidad.